again, this is the JLB 10111. I think that's the model number. One of my other videos I talked about how excellent this car is. So I found a road. I'm going to try to do this. I got a bug on me. One-handed. This highway, it's going to be a state route, is not, it looks like it's finished, but there's no paint on the road. So I found a perfect spot to run the car. So on it comes with a 3S battery. You can run on 2, 3, or 4S. I have two 2S batteries in series linked because there's only one port with this car. And I could get it, my highest was I think 59 miles an hour. Well, I've got these cheap aftermarket tires on it. And I'll show you what it gets. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Listen to it hum by. Okay, it's much harder to do this one-handed. But these cheap aftermarket tires are way better than what it comes with, because the tires it came with, I was doing some hard figure eights. You can see the lights are on. I turn the lights on and off. The tires it came with, I was doing some really hard figure eights. I came out of a hard figure eight and a huge chunk of rubber flew off from the tire. I got these wheels on eBay, tire wheel set. I don't know, I forgot how much, $40, $60 or whatever. Just generic beaded tire. These have been fantastic. They balloon up, but they don't balloon up all that much. And you know, when it balloons, right, you don't get as good control with it. But I don't know if the video is going to show just how well, how neat it sounds when it hums by. And so this is what it's been getting. Let's see here. 64 miles an hour. 64 miles an hour. That's how it comes. I didn't do anything to it. Nope. I didn't do anything. No pinion, no nothing. I've been using this at parking lots, but I just can't get to its full potential. This is so hard to do one-handed. I do have the Traxxas TQI controller, so that helps. But you know what? At 64 miles an hour, it just, oops, wrong way. It just sways like crazy. So let's go again here. Of course, slow acceleration, otherwise it'll flip. Oops. I don't know. I can't do this one-handed well at all. Yep. The nice thing of where I am is there's no curbs. So when I screw this up, it only goes into grass, no gigantic curbs or anything. Let's see here. Oh, there's the remote I'm using. Okay, the controller. Let's see if I can do this time. I don't know. I did it the first time. I just got to go real slow on the acceleration. Three-quarters, full. Yeah, I'm gonna crash this one-handed. This is not easy. There are curbs because of where the turnarounds are going to be. There is a sidewalk median area. Okay, let's see. Let's go this way. See if I can do it. Three-quarters. I can't do it. I can't even do it this way. That was three-quarters. I don't even give this thing a break. Gold batteries. See, I can't get the direction right. I'm just doing it with my fingers here. Two 2S gold batteries. I really like these batteries. I'm getting them from China on eBay. 6,200 milliamp hour per battery. So I have them series, and so I'm running 4S. and they are 80C draw, I believe. Let's see here. 3/4. Full throttle. That almost hit me. You know, one thing I did want to tell everybody is that I paralleled 2 3S batteries. Wow, that music's really loud in the background in a car. I paralleled 2 3S super cheap batteries. They are 5,200 milliamp hour per battery. This other day I did this. So I was running this car at 3S with 10,400 milliamp hours, and it overheated. And it was really interesting because you can see that volt and amps are unique, but sometimes you are looking at just wattage. And that's what it was. It overheated. There was too much current. But before, when I say wattage, the 3S with that current ran practically like 4S. So it's really interesting. But then, yeah, I didn't burn out the ESC. It just quit on me, so it overheated. The motor didn't overheat. The ESC did. It wouldn't work. I had to give it overnight, and then it worked. Full throttle. Whoa, 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 whoa. That almost hit me. These love bugs are out right now, and they're just all over the place. I really wish I had my wife to hold this camera. Let's see here, I mean my phone. Oh, I would love to put this on the ground, the phone, and record this. Can you see? You probably can't. Can you see the front lights? I mean, I know it's sundown, but probably not until it gets closer, sundown. Yeah, when you touch it, the controller at this speed, even with the TQI, I mean, even 2 hands, if you touch it, you almost flip it. Probably should see how hot it's getting. Plus, I'm going to show you one of my tips and tricks from somebody who doesn't even know what they're doing. Okay, I don't know if that was 64 miles an hour. I had it full throttle, and it didn't seem all that fast. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, it's slowing down relatively. It's not slowing down like nickel metal hydride, right? It's, I mean, when you consider a LiPo battery, slowing down is much different. Let's see if I can adjust this sunlight here while it's recording. No, apparently not. Let's see, can I take a little different? Can I get the sun out of it? You know, why am I standing in the middle of the road anyway? Does that make sense? I guess it gives my line of sight better to keep the car straighter. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do one more run, and then I'll show you my tip and trick. Yeah, I mean, this isn't maybe a ton of pure action video, but it's got some good information in this video. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you grew up in the 80s like me, it's so funny what you consider a dead battery, or, you know, yeah, these batteries I can tell are dying, but it's relatively speaking. It's doing probably 55 miles an hour. Yeah, full throttle. So easy. So easy to accelerate right now. So let's come over. Now might be a good time to check on how hot this thing is getting. This is a great car, though. This is a great car. The brakes are soft. Yeah, it doesn't really overheat, except when you run 10,400 milliamp hours with a 3S. So what I've been doing, I was wearing out these posts for the pin. I bought new ones, but it takes 8 weeks to come. So what I do is I've got this really good caulk, really strong caulk that has the beads in it too. Not, yeah, beads, like almost like a gravel in it. Oh, looks like they're built. That's going to be the sidewalk, I guess. blacktop sidewalk. Just noticed that. I can barely control this thing on a big wide road. No way I can ever run it on that. Not at 64 miles an hour. Let's turn this off for a second while I talk here, because man, no sense. You can hear the fans. Anyway, okay. So the trick is that I've been using this really good caulk here, and then I put electrical tape over it, and I put caulk on the other side. And surprisingly enough, other than this fin that used to have electrical tape on it, probably had about 5 layers. I don't really care anymore. I got another fin anyway from the other one, the J3 Speed that was stolen. So I caulk it all up, and then I put electrical tape over it. So I flipped this probably about 4 or 5 times since, and this is the damage it's done. The caulk somehow seems to save... Ooh, I'm not focusing right. It's like saving my electrical tape too. The electrical tape is barely ripped. But then, you know what? I keep this on. Even when I don't run my GPS, I keep this on. Because you can see this is taking the damage. I get 2 for $1. Used to be 3 for $1 at the dollar store, this container. With some duct tape over it here. Under it and over it. And this is really saving this shell. And this shell is about $50 or so. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot why I stopped. Let's see how hot this thing's getting. The capacitors, yeah, they're getting hot. The ESC, kind of hot. And the motor, hot. Ooh, I was supposed to stop. So, no, this was a good time to stop. This runs the batteries really low. This runs them, you know, you guys think I'm crazy, I'm sure. This runs the batteries to like 2.7 volts. But you know what? I don't know if it's the batteries or whatever. I let the batteries sit for 6 to 20 hours, and then I half charge them, and then I full charge them. And I've been doing great. I have no problems with that. So, I don't know how to set this ESC on this car, so that's kind of why it just drains it. It must be a setting, but I don't know how to set it. So if you do, well, let me know. The differential is such on this car that I'm gonna have to rotate the tires, but I think before I rotate them, I'm gonna try a different set of tires. I had them on, but I didn't do a speed run with it. You know, just for the heck of it, we could see how fast it's going. Oh, it went faster. It went faster. I've never hit that. You know what? I'm going to leave that on. I was just going to say I was going to reset it and see what it's doing with dead batteries, but I'm not. Nope. Did you see what that said? I got to fix this tape. I'm going to have to pause this. 65 miles an hour. 65 miles an hour. I broke the fastest I ever had. This was 64. Now I just got it 65 miles an hour. The differentials, as I was saying, are as such that the back wheels or tires, I guess we're talking about now, the back wear much quicker, right? That makes sense, because how many times is the car lifting up in the front, right? So that makes sense. But then you can see, oh, here's these love bugs that are all over my ankles and now my car, apparently. They're going to get burnt, though. This is exciting, 65 miles an hour. And this is honest, guys. Here, I'm going to, I got to fix this tape because I shred the tape from flipping it before I started the video. 65 miles an hour. This isn't Canadian or European kilometers. Can you see the mile per hour? Yep. So, and I showed you the 64, and this hasn't stopped since I've been running the 64 mile an hour runs. So there you go. Some people say that, oh, you got to keep it running or whatever. Whatever. My sticker, my headlight's coming off here. These aren't the real headlights, because the real headlights are right here. So bright. At night, they're so bright. And tires are a little warm. Anyway, as I was saying, the rear wheels wear much quicker. I don't know if you can tell in the video. Much quicker than the front. I mean, look at the beads here. And look at the beads here. I mean, these are almost even gone. I mean, not gone. They're almost gone. But so there's a lot of chewing on this one. So I would say this tire is the most worn. And then this one. Then I think this one. And you can see the beads on this one. You know what? I'm going to pause this. I'm going to fix that tape. And we're going to do a couple runs. But what I'm going to do is, can somebody tell me how to use this, by the way? I want to see how it's going with dead batteries. I don't know how to reset it. So what I do is, if you have one of these Sky GSM 010 speed meters, can you tell me how to reset it? I press and hold the mode, and then it doesn't seem to do anything until clear. Then I hit the enter, and that clears it. Okay, yeah, but it makes me record, and I don't hook it up to the computer. It doesn't work. I tried it. Okay, so anyway, is there another way to do it? So I know how to clear it, but I always have to, it goes into that record mode, and then I have to stop recording. So if you know how to use that thing better than me, can you write in and tell me, and then maybe any other tricks or tips on how to use that? So yeah, I had electrical tape here to protect the body, but that was before I came up with taping this to it all the time. Let me fix the duct tape, and we'll let this sit for maybe a minute or two to cool off a bit, and then we will we'll see how far it goes on a, I mean how fast it goes on a dying battery. Yeah, all right, hang on. You know, I gave it like a minute or two break. You know, guys, again, I am very shocked I got 65 miles an hour. That must have happened before I said the battery was starting to die. I showed you the 64 miles an hour. I ran it a couple more times, and then it must have been then, because I've been, you know, full throttle now, easy, and it couldn't. There's no way it hit 65 then, unless maybe it's not pulling up as much. So no, that doesn't make sense. No, because I had full throttle before. It was in between when I said it was starting to die. When I showed you the 64, and then when it was starting to die. Now, I didn't change the batteries. And a lot of times when I do this, for some strange reason, these cars, all of them, not just this one, they don't go. I don't know. I don't know why that is. Does anybody know why that is? But yeah, my sneakers, they've got Gorilla Glue all over them. So, because in Florida, what happens is the soles just fall off because it's so humid. So it's not that I'm like super cheap. Oh, I got a hole in it here, but all your soles fall off. So at some point, you just, you know, you gotta work with it. So you glue it, but then you know what though, the glue falls off. So I use the super glue like I do for cars, and I use Gorilla Glue. So I think that might have made it in the video earlier. Oh, wait a minute. I think the video went upside down. Oh, I think it did. I don't know too much about this stuff. Okay, let's turn on the transmitter, right? Is it on? Yes. And passenger side. Let's see if I can find it. Where's the thing? All right, this is at 0. Let's see. I love the way that sounds. I already had it at full throttle, so it's dying. Lipo dying. Full throttle. Easily went to full throttle. It's been at full throttle. Don't hit that curb. Don't hit that curb. We're just gonna run it now. Too much talking. Run it. Full throttle. Yeah, I thought these batteries were dying. This car's going like mad. It actually kind of boosted, I think, that it was off, which that's what it used to do years ago. But these light bulbs, I don't know, you turn the car off, then you turn it on when it's dying and they don't run. It's You know, I have expensive cars and stuff. They overheat. The 6S, this car, it doesn't overheat. You get tons of run time. I mean, oh, you know what I forgot to look? God damn, oh no. It went right through that. I've only used this car on the road. I want to keep it as nice as possible. It destroy all my other ones. What was I saying? Let's see here. Yeah, this run time on this car is unreal. Running it hard too. Oh, what I was gonna say is I should have looked up something before I reset it. This car has done, with 2 Traxxas batteries, 7600 milliamp hour 2S, so ran it series 4S, full charge. I ran this car 7.5 miles. The other day I had 5200 milliamp hour batteries, 2S Fleurions, went 5.5 miles. So, but I ran it hard. So, right, if you keep running it hard, you should get less, right? Because you're running more current all the time. It's running hotter. You're not taking breaks. Let's see here. Yeah, full throttle. Yeah, it won't even flip now. Boy, that sounds so cool. Sun's going down. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing. You know what? Let me see if I can flip it. I mean, wheelie it. Oh, yep. Well, that makes a cool sound. Okay, all right. So, might be getting hard to see. Let's see how long I can hang a wheelie for. I'm not sure this is even coming in on the phone. That sound. This car is so hard to balance. It's just hard to balance. It's May 10th, I think, 2019. I'll post this in a day or two. You know what's most remarkable? It's like, it's probably like 85 degrees, 50% humidity. The way these RC cars can run in such heat, too. I guess it's getting a good breeze, though. All right, ready? We're going to do a wheelie here. The physics is as such that the front wheels, the energy goes into the front wheels, and it spins them and balloons them, and then you're not getting any energy in the rear wheels. So then you're increasing the throttle. There's something running across there. I hope it's a deer. It doesn't look like a deer. Huh. Might be a coyote or something. Anyway, let's see here. Here. That's as long as I'm ever going to get a wheelie. Watch, you like this sound though. Watch, let's do this though. Try not to do it too fast. Here, let's see. Oh, shoot. Oh, you know what I was able to do as these tires are... Oh, let's look at the speed. No, I must have the setting wrong. Ah, gotta rip off the tape. 10 miles an hour? What the hell does that mean? No, nothing. What does that even mean? It's going faster than 10 miles an hour. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see. I was getting it to... Oh, there it is. That's it. That's all I was trying to do. Oh, well. God, that sounds good. Look at that wheelie. Ooh, you can hear that energy just going into the front wheels. Oh, I just can't balance it. I don't know if I got that. I think I tilted the phone too forward. Man. That's as good as it's gonna get there. That's full throttle. All right, let's try a wheelie again. Oh no, there's something else running across. Can people see that? It's running across there. I'm not making this up. This is some... I hope it doesn't come from me. Oh great, there's a gunshot. Alright, let's see if I can do a wheelie here. Ah, there it is. Oh, listen, look. It's losing too much energy, and the energy is going into the front wheels, and then the car's slowing down, and so you add throttle, and then it just becomes totally unstable, and the front wheels are spinning like crazy. Oh no! I never flipped it like that because I didn't think the brakes were that strong. But this thing's running crazy. All right, let's see how all of this looks. I don't know why this says 11 miles an hour. That's really obnoxious because it's going much faster than that. There's my caulk. All right, one last run and then, ooh, might be getting too dark. Ugh, wheelie bar stinks on this thing. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do a wheelie again. Guys, I hung it the whole time. The whole time I hung it. You know, that bothers me. I don't know if I have to turn... I'm going to turn off the GPS and I'm going to turn it back on and see if that gives me an accurate reading. I'm telling you, I don't know how to reset it. That's why. Hang on. Was anybody paying attention to my video? Yeah, I'm just kidding. You probably can't see it. It was on average speed. It was on average speed. It was on average speed. That's why. Now I have it on peak speed. How dumb am I? Let's see here. I'm getting better one-handed though. It might be getting easier to see without the sun. What? These gunshots? Why is there gunshots? Jesus. Alright, let's see here. We're going to do a speed run, no wheelie. I want to see how fast it goes on a dead battery. I only stopped the video for a couple. I turned it off and on when I realized that I was on average speed and not peak speed. So some of you may have caught that while watching the video, if it'll even show on the phone. Oh, it's dead. You know why I walk to it before I just pause it, and it's dead. Or I could pick it up in the car. How far was I driving it? So you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to pause it and get to the car, and well, I don't know how many times did I go down and back? The point is, from where I was here to where I was turning around there is got to be, it's got to be almost probably 2/10 of a mile. You know what? Before I fully end this video, I'm going to see what it says in the car. That's what I'm going to do to see how far it is. My GPS would have told me, but I didn't think of doing it. So, well, I guess I can turn off the transmitter, even though you're not supposed to. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'll get back to you on the distance I was running this one way. I'll take my car and turn it around down there, which I think the car's 8% off. It's got to be accurate though, right? A real car. And we'll see how far I was driving this at a clip. I have to wait till I get Wi-Fi. There's the back red lights. To send the video. I don't have unlimited service. So I was doing, yeah, like I said, can you see it? 52 miles an hour. So, right, what you consider a dead LiPo, it's doing the battery, the passenger side. It's running, I'm trying to do percentage right now while doing all this other stuff. 52 is, let's see, 12, about 12 less.